Welcome, Taurus, to your December 2020 reading. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. If this is the first time that you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and ask your question in the comments below. Or if you'd like to keep it out of the public forum, just email me and I'll be happy to answer any question you've got in private as well. Now, Merry Christmas, I need to say to everyone. Can you believe we have actually come to the end of this tumultuous year? It's been pretty intense for everyone, and I'm sure we are all glad to see the end of it, but not before we have an amazing, wonderful Christmas with all of our friends and loved ones, hopefully. And this month I'm using a beautiful new deck of cards that I received from a dear friend of mine. They are the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards and by Radley Valentine, and they are so beautiful. The imagery is so lovely, and they've got a little some words printed on the end, like the meanings of the cards just in general on the end of each card, on the bottom of each card. So if you can see them, please read them and take the messages that resonate with you, because these messages are for you, and you might see something in these cards that I'm not covering, or they could be specific for you. So please pay attention to anything that comes through when you are listening to this reading. But first of all, we are starting off for you with the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is a card that talks about leaving a really difficult situation behind, and that can't be any more true than this can just relate to this whole year. You can be just saying, you know what, that's the end of the challenging times. I'm moving forward into something wonderful. And you are kind of like, if you look at the imagery on the card, the people are almost escaping from that big dark clouds and storms in the background to beautiful blue skies in the future. And I feel that Taurians are really taking this energy and moving on to something far better, and leaving behind that stuff that has been haunting you and holding you back and preventing you from really achieving that happiness that you truly desire. And you are going to this place where the next card is Wise Counsel, and this is the card of the the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is that card of really asking yourself a lot of deep questions. And for some, this can be quite spiritual in nature, but others, it's just really becoming in touch with that intuitive side. You will be moving away from this tumultuous negative energy to somewhere where there are people that have like-minded thoughts and think the way you do and are genuine and really will allow you to feel comfortable and be able to be in, a situation where there is a community of like-minded people, just like the card says. Now, this can be work-related for some of you, but this can also be just in general for a lot of you that have had toxic people around you, you are going to be able to move to this new group of people, this new way of thinking, this new spiritual path as well. Now, the High Priestess also talks about intuitive messages that come through for you. So if you are needing answers for yourself, make sure that you really do go inside and sit quietly and meditate and allow those messages to come through to you intuitively from your angels and your spirit guides to assist you in traveling in the direction that you really need to be going. Now, you've also got the Ten of Wands. Now, the Ten of Wands is one of those cards where you've just been working so hard. You are really almost, you're traditionally that the Ten of Wands shows someone with a bunch of sticks on their back, and just carrying them and being bent over because of the weight of the responsibility and everything that's been going on in your life. And it can talk about just working too hard, working too many hours, and you are needing to get some balance back into your life in December. And it's quite funny, the High Priestess, it has those two pillars in the card. This is quite traditional imagery for that card, and it does talk about duality and balance and gaining that balance. And the Ten of Wands is that card that really, it's that final stage. Things can't get any more busier or intense. You can't put any more hours in without getting sick. It's at that point of breaking. But all tens are endings, and it talks about the ending of this particular situation. And the very next card that you have is such a beautiful card, and that's the Three of Cups. And that is a card that talks about celebration and joy and having parties and really enjoying yourself. So I'm feeling like that burdensome situation that you've been in, this overworked, stressful situation that you've been in, is coming to an end in December, and you are really going to be having fun and excitement. Now, on another level, this can, particularly if you look at the meaning on the card, it can talk about the announcement of engagements or weddings or the birth of a child, something quite a lovely celebration that you will be involved in December as well. And it can also talk about a pregnancy, and you've got the giving birth card, so congratulations if that is you. And also what the Three of Cups does talk about is just enjoying that time, having gratitude for the joy that's in your life. Because when we work really hard, we become burdened with that stress and that worry and all of that stuff that's in our head that can become quite toxic. And it doesn't give you the opportunity to be grateful for things because your mind is so filled with all of that worry and stress and stuff that's weighing you down. So the Three of Cups kind of says to you, take the time to look around at your family and your friends and the things that bring you joy and be grateful for those. Now, if some of you are celebrating a joyful announcement, this could potentially be something to do with a graduation or some really good results in your studies. You've got the Page of Pentacles there, and the Page of Pentacles is that pages are messengers. So the Page of Pentacles is a message about some quite a good, could be good things happening in your career. As it says there, you know, promotions. You could be getting some scholarships, things that are quite good news. Page of Pentacles is good news. Now, this can also represent a Capricorn or an earth sign, so that is Taurus like yourself, Virgo, or Capricorn. And this could be someone in your life that's quite significant for you in December. Now, this is a time to really, you know, you can be getting some messages about studying and career and some happy news. So it's kind of giving you that message that, you know, it's time to get to work now on things that you really love, things that make you really happy. And it's right next to the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is the card that talks about your ships have come in. You've put in that hard work and now you can relax. It is, things are beginning to come to fruition and you are able to make long-term plans, and you know, you're getting the abundance for the hard work that you've been putting in. And abundance doesn't necessarily mean financial abundance. It's an abundance in joy, in work, in love, in energy, in passion. So, you know, you're at this stage now where you've really achieved a particular goal that you have perhaps been aiming for, and now, you know, just relax, enjoy it, and be patient, because your ships are coming in, and think about what direction it is that you want to go to in the future. Now, you have the marriage card there, the happily ever after card. So this announcement for some of you could be that you are getting married, could be to that other earth sign there, that Capricorn. But it's also, I mean, that particular person is somebody that's quite studious, quite dependable. If you just look at the description of this particular person, you know, scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. So it could be someone like that. It doesn't necessarily need to be an earth sign. It can be someone with those characteristics that you could be getting involved in. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is that happily ever after card where you've achieved something that you've been wanting for quite a long time. And the Ten of Cups is just a card of emotional fulfillment, of happiness, of being in a really good place. You know, look at the meaning again there, a loving relationship with your children, having a great family structure that allows you that peace and tranquility to get away from the world, you know, get away from that burdensome job that perhaps you've been putting so much energy and effort in, and surrounding yourself with people that you can trust and people that bring you a lot of joy and happiness in your life. So I see that most definitely in December. And I mean, this could be just Christmas, describing Christmas, getting together with that family, with your family, and having that wonderful family time that makes you feel really grounded and wonderful and happy. Now, you have the Four of Swords there as well, and this is another card that really is, it not only does it mirror the messages of the High Priestess, where it talks about getting some intuitive messages that will be coming through for you, very specific messages that are going to help you to move in the direction that you are wanting to go in, and messages that are going to not only help you but give you answers about which direction to go in. And the Four of Swords talks about just closing the door on the world, shutting out all of that stress and that negativity and that stuff that's been holding you back, and just relaxing. Take a rest. You know, some of you might actually be going on a journey away if you're able to travel in whatever country you are in. And you are going to be able to just relax and really de-stress, because I'm telling you, from that 10 of Wands, I can see that you guys have a lot of stuff that you've been carrying and you need to release. And, you know, if you're not, you really need to think about it. Take a vacation, you know. And I mean, like I said, it's Christmas, so this could be the perfect time for you to do that. Allow yourself that time. And if you are in that position here, now again, you know, the Three of Wands talks about deciding on what's next for you. So before you make any decisions about where it is you want to be going next in your life, and what sort of projects you want to be working on, or where you want to put your energy, really take that time to silence yourself and get away from that mental exhaustion. You know, this could only be for some of you. You know, this might not be for all Taurians, but I am seeing you getting ill because of this burdensome stress and worry and work that you've been toiling away at. It's not feeling like something, like we can put a lot of energy into some things that bring us great joy and great passion, but I'm feeling like this is a heavy, burdensome energy that has really been weighing you down. So, you know, not only physically but mentally as well. So, as that card says, try and get some more sleep. Go somewhere beautiful and quiet if you can, even if it's just for a couple of days, just to absolutely clear your mind and allow the intuitive messages to come in and direct you to the new steps that you need to be taking in the future. Now, your final card there, as I touched on before, is giving birth. And this is just such a beautiful card. I mean, just look at it, just in that beautiful bubble of peace. And you've got the peace dove just there flying above it. And the message for this card, or the mantra, is I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. Now, this can be literal. It can mean that you are pregnant and you are going to be having a baby and bringing that wonderful energy into the world. But it can also mean that you're about to launch a new project. You know, the ideas that have been gestating within you are ready to manifest, is what the book says. With attentive care and feeding, miracles can abound. The universe wants you to know perhaps there is a quality, project, or talent within you that wants to be born. You have been nurturing and caring for it, and this is the perfect moment to share it with the world. Release it and let it soar. Give birth to your hopes and dreams. Timing is everything, and the time is now. How exciting for you, Taurians. That is such a wonderful message. So have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Please remember to try and take that time for yourself to de-stress. Enjoy yourself, whatever that wonderful news is that you are going to be celebrating. Enjoy yourself. Leave that negative, stressful past behind you and move on to that beautiful, happily ever after in the 10 of Cups. Have a wonderful Christmas. If you're into crystal jewelry, check out my website at kasana.com.au. They're all one-off crystal pieces, handmade in Australia by an Australian designer. And the meanings of the crystals are on that website as well. So have a wonderful month, beautiful Taurians. See you next year. Bye.